Welcome to the Rockhound podcast. It is the night before Theo's big wedding.
Hello.
So we're not gonna have a big long podcast because we still have to get some sleep and play some video games. Not in that order, but hey. So we're gonna do a quick podcast. So we got Jesse.
Hello.
And we got Theo. We're not gonna have a stationary camera because guess what left my truck at Kim's house? My camera gear.
Yeah.
I think I learned my lesson the first time.
Yeah.
Well, how does it feel to be in the States?
Oh man, it feels not real. I really genuinely feel like Thea's kept me busy, like in the best possible way.
I've been running him ragged.
Yeah.
I don't undersell it.
But
Zombies.
I'm gonna get home and be like, that just happened. Like I'll probably sleep for a day, but it feels amazing.
You are gonna need like 24 hours of sleep when you get back.
Yeah. And I've never seen this part of America. I've seen, I've been to LA and bigger cities and stuff like that, which are great. But I've never seen the country.
Yeah.
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 It's different out west, man. It's different.
Plus also meeting you guys. Like meeting Carl, Thea, Kim, just who else did we meet that has a channel? Was there any others? God, I hope not, because that sounds
Kate.
so bad. Oh no. Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's late. That was
dude,
good.
Well,
Kate,
here's the thing. It's like, what, 10 days?
yeah. I think it's been 9 days now.
But we've been packed so much into that time, it feels
Yeah.
like a month at this point.
Kate, I'm
Like,
so sorry. That was horrible.
It feels like
I
that
knew
was
there
so long ago, though, to be
Mm.
fair. Like, yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, that was... Oh.
We went out. I went out with Theo and Kate and her husband, Mr. Did.
Mr. Did?
And it was the first hunt on the Montana Yellowstone. God, my words aren't working.
And it was on a boat.
Yeah, it was on a boat.
We were on a boat.
Like untouched gravel bars.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, and Kava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kava's my buddy.
She's my girl.
My girl. And then I took him to the Priors day one. And we totally crashed and took over Karen's live.
Oh yeah,
Karen.
we did that. Sorry, Karen. Karen, I was on like 4 hours sleep in 48 hours.
Yeah. And I was like, let's go to the Prior Mountains. Honestly, I think it was a good idea though, because it totally like reset his jet lag.
But how long ago, like, without knowing the days, how long ago does that feel like?
Oh gosh, like months.
Yeah, it
It
feels...
literally feels like a month ago at this point.
Yeah. Oh, and man, staying at Kim's place, Montana Rock Mom, it's like a big old hug every day.
Oh yeah.
And I get to see Chopper and Lola every morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're my best friends too.
They're
Seriously?
amazing.
Yeah, did you meet them this
Yeah.
morning?
Yeah, this morning I had like one on one side, the other on the other. And,
Dude.
Lola's my girl.
Yeah.
Chopper's my boy. But
Yeah.
Chopper Alexis is Chopper's favorite human, I'm pretty sure. He gets so excited every time he sees Alexis. Lola like bowls me over every time I come in the house.
To be honest, the like all I've paid for is food and food.
And gas.
And gas, but that's because I'm like, that's all I'm paying for.
I know, and I was like, no, it's fine. I got
But
it.
it's
like,
like-
no, you were letting me buy this tank of gas.
Yeah, and
hats.
And hats. I bought hats. Yeah, I buy hats.
You've got
But
like
it's been
4
like-
hats.
Yeah.
I did try to pay for your snack the other day because
You wouldn't let me buy his stuff yesterday either.
No.
And Alexis literally, like, we were getting food earlier. And he's like, no, I'll do it separate. And she just, like, turned around and looked at him. And he's like,
Because I don't know if people know how grateful I am. Like, a lot of people will think, oh, YouTube channel makes a lot of money. I work my butt off in a full-time job and do YouTube. Yeah, probably less than when I started, but not a big rich person or anything like that. Could never have afforded to do this. And so it's like any opportunity I can to pay it back in a little way to you guys. Like, it's just everything I've done here has been given, not bought. And we found fish.
Yes, we did fight fish.
it's not the same kind of bait that you need.
No. You needed a hammer and a chisel, and that was amazing. Just, it's so hard to put into words what it was. We've done I think I've got 9 videos out of this that I'll be sharing with everybody.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's been insane. It's been a whirlwind. Like, oh my gosh, so much stuff.
But I'm like coming to that point of the holiday where I'm like, oh no.
It's almost
I'm
over.
like,
Yeah.
oh no. Like the flying 23 hours is so much fun because you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh no. But it's still rad because I get to go see my girlfriend and my dog. But
Yeah.
Going
Going home is always hard after something like that, though.
I got to do it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll make it happen.
For me, it's just the drive back. That's a
Yeah.
You got a big old drive, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's gonna be rough.
Yeah, it's a big drive.
What route are you taking? Are you going through Idaho?
I'm gonna cut over to, I forgot the name of the sapphire mine that Derek has suggested.
Oh, Blue Gem or Blue Jewel?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
So I want to hit that on the way back because he showed me some videos. It looks like a lot of fun.
It's real nice.
But then he has to be cutting through the top of Idaho, and then
So like through Coeur d'Alene, then Spokane.
I think so.
Then you'll be going through the SeaTac area and then down.
Yeah.
That's the route we took when we came to visit you guys. You and Karen.
Yeah.
That's probably your fastest route, honestly.
I'm still not looking for the drive. It's just a long drive.
Yeah. I'll give you some sites. There's a lot of cool stuff over there to check out. Ooh, I'll give you the spot to go.
Sleepy spot anymore.
I don't have my sleep. I mean, I told Amy it's like I'm either gonna sleep in the passenger seat or the driver's seat, or if I'm really just wanting to fork out the business money for it and just write it off later, is just the hotel room because it's like.
Yeah.
Do not undersell the value of a bed. Like, there have been many trips where it's like, do we really want to spend money on a hotel room? And then we cave and do it, and we're like, yeah, I'm so happy we did that.
Good.
Yeah, this is way better.
For me, it's more about like having a place to like recharge like my devices if I end up using like the drone or GoPro
Also,
or a camera. And
Airbnb is legit. Don't underestimate Airbnb also.
To me, this feels like a movie cabin.
Yeah.
Like a cabin you would see in the movies.
Yeah, and it's, a lot of times it's cheaper than a hotel room. Like, and you get a whole house to yourself. Like, it's awesome. There's a nice one in Butte. There's a really nice one in Butte that we go to. Speaking of Butte, I'm giving you spots to hit on your way out. Go for some smoky quartz and really, really nice feldspar.
You got any spots in LA?
Nah, I don't think you want the kind of rocks they have in LA.
nope.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, little teaser without any information. Like, okay, so we went to the Priors.
Went to the prize. That day's a blur to me, though.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
wait.
delusional.
I know what they got, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Where did we get at the prize?
That wasn't in
We
the
got-
Priors, to be fair.
No.
What did we get at the prize? Oh, we walked.
You got that insane selenite.
Oh, I got the insane selenite.
Yeah, and then we walked, and we maybe picked up a few Jaspers. Then we went to the Yellowstone, questioned what the heck we were doing there.
Because it was like 8:30.
Yeah, and we're like waiting, and like the sun's going down. We're waiting to the riverbank.
Yeah.
And I'm in the middle of the river barefoot. He's on the other side with one soaking wet shoe, and he just looks at me. He's like, "What are we doing?"
I didn't have any other shoes. I hadn't met Kim yet, Montana Rock Mom yet. I'm going, dude, I can't walk into her house with one muddy wet shoe at like 9 o'clock at night and be like, hey, thanks for letting me stay here for 2 weeks. So I was like, dude, I think we should call it. And we realized that Theo and I had the energy, the podcast energy of, we've only got like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we
better
need
make
to
everything quick.
talk quick because
I was like, dude,
we got to get off this Zoom call soon.
We got 2 weeks.
Yeah. And
By
then,
day 3, it was like, this is the best Groundhog's Day
ever. And then we totally crashed Karen's live. She's like, yeah, make a cameo appearance. We came in like a whirlwind, just talked a bunch and said, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Then day 2, we went to Museum of the Rockies.
Oh, museum.
And
Was that day 2? Yeah,
that was day 2. And we sparked a love of fossils in Jesse. We turned him to the dark side.
Like, everybody's like, yes, dinosaurs are rad. No one's going to say they're not. But when you walk into that place, you're like, oh yeah, cool, museum. Then it just starts getting better. And there's something about, I think, the displays, and there's something about it that makes you go, wait, holy goodness.
Good catch.
Yeah, thank you. Holy, just, and then you walk into this room and you see it's like standing. Yeah.
The life-size Triceratops and the wall of Triceratops skull and the T-Rex looming over you.
It was actually, there was a part of me that was like, I feel a little bit sad for these guys.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then you get more
oh.
interested about learning about the history and how it's fascinating. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So And he has never really done fossil hunting before, so seeing that kind of fossils in person is like a rare opportunity. And then that evening we went to something that is amazing, and it's no amount of talking about it will ever prepare you for how ridiculous it is.
Why do
and
I
that's
forget? Pig
racing.
Pig racing. If you're ever in Montana in that season, what is it? The summer season?
Yeah.
It's
Thursday, Memorial Day to
Friday,
Labor
Saturday?
Day. Yeah, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, pig racing. The most adorable.
I thought you guys were joking. I heard you guys talking about like.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were, like making.
It's the most adorable.
It's
thing
ridiculous.
in the world.
It's the best. So here's the thing: you bet on these pigs like it's horse racing, but it's $25. You bet like $2, and if you win, you get $25. It's $5 for the last race of the night, and you can win $100. All
not
of
just
that
gambling,
money goes to scholarships for kids in the area.
Okay.
So it's great. It's a great cause. They're sponsored by local businesses. The pigs are sponsored by local businesses. They are fat and extremely happy, and they do not get butchered afterward. They go to farms to be for forever homes. So those are happy pigs taken very well care of. And when they start racing, it's the funniest thing ever because they are they do not care in the slightest about what they're doing. So they'll like come out of the gate, take 2 steps, and then just stop.
Dig a hole.
Yeah, start digging a hole. Like they'll start wrestling. They'll play. Sometimes they do a thing we call windmilling, where they literally just spin in circles and then run around and like shoulder the other. It's the most chaotic thing ever because they don't care ever, and everyone in that building is just having the best time. You will never see someone not smiling.
That's what I noticed.
It's
like,
just
at
so.
horse
It's
races and
such
stuff,
good fun. Yeah.
People might be getting angry and stuff like this, but I think because the money's going to a good thing, it's not just gambling.
And it's the most stupid thing ever to witness. That and people are so free. When you have your money on a pig, your name gets pulled, and you've got a pig in the race. It becomes life and death. Like you want this pig. Like
and they'll stop just before the finish line.
Yeah,
too.
and
One
they'll just
did.
like turn around and walk the other way.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes they'll make it halfway, turn around, and go back to the gate. Like it's the best.
It's
It's
chaos.
the best. I love it. It's so much fun.
But super good cause. That was a highlight for sure.
Yeah.
And I got to meet your mum.
Yep, my mom came with us. Then we went out on the boat with Kate for the first Yellowstone River rock hunt.
And I thought that being from Australia's got really bad UV index or UV, and I was like, America mustn't have as bad as Australia. And we're in the boat and getting ready to go, and I'm like, no one else is putting sunscreen on. I don't want to be the weirdo. So, turns out to be one of the hottest days ever. We did the whole thing, and by the end, we're all like, I felt like I've been walking in a desert. My water bottles were almost empty. I'm feeling my skin burning, going, wow, that's okay. Get back to the boat. I'm like, oh, there's sunscreen here. And you and Kate are both like, yeah, we forgot to put it on. I'm like, I was following you, and you didn't want I could have saved us all.
I just wanted to be cool.
Yeah, I didn't think there was sunburn in America, but it was an amazing
Wear your
day.
sunscreen.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
You get one skin.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Take
for
care
like
of it.
7 years, and then you grow your skin.
I already got one.
Millions of skins, but protect them.
You get millions.
You get millions of skins.
Yeah, I already got one cut out of me, but that was Kim gave me a beautiful. I found good stuff.
Yeah. I got the nicest plume I've ever found on the Yellowstone.
Oh, that was a double banger though. That was like
so
within
good. Oh my gosh.
10 minutes too. Just boof boof.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Then the next day we went out with Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Went to hunt for.
I can't speak highly enough of Kim.
Oh my gosh.
Kate as
Kim
well,
is my
but
favorite
it's
person
like,
alive. I love Kim.
Yeah.
Just family.
For those that don't know, Kim is Montana Rock Mom.
Montana Rock Mom.
Kim is family.
And her husband Dennis.
Yes.
Just
Nice family.
Such good people.
Yeah.
We went out and hunted for ammonites and baculites, and I found something insane.
Wait, what did you find? Oh.
You guys didn't see that.
Is it the ones? Oh yeah. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were doing that
No,
or that.
no, that.
Okay, yeah, he's doing that.
Insane.
No, it was insane.
It's
It was
crazy.
absolutely insane. I feel so bad right now because I'm like.
No, dude, that feels like
Yeah.
so long ago.
It does. That feels like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Then
No, that was nuts.
what happened next?
Then
Then the next day we did a live.
yes, next day was time off
Yes. So
for wedding stuff.
I made my own
I'm not
wedding
here to
band
Rockhound.
while Alexis and Jesse
here to
were
wedding.
absolute chaos on a live stream.
It's still up if you want to see it.
Yeah, I left it up. It is
pull up
chaos.
a chair. You might have to do it in watches, but it doesn't get boring.
It was chaos in the best way possible. I'm just sitting in the back, like, silently.
Which day was that? 'Cause
I think it was Monday.
You were in it for a bit, I
I
think.
think it was Tuesday. Yeah, you
Yeah,
joined
you
the
were
live.
I think
chat for a bit.
I think I was still working, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
No, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
It was
'Cause
Tuesday.
we were going to go to Yellowstone, and then we were like, okay,
Dude, that's a week ago.
we have to actually do, like, wedding stuff.
Yeah. I said it to you, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, okay, come on. Like,
I know.
But I can tell you, seriously, Alexis is freaking amazing. Like, freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and I can also tell you that all of these people that I've met are that way in person.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually really wholesome. I'm blown away by this whole trip. It's gonna take me. Like, I can't wait for the next 4 months of editing.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
I get to
man.
relive it.
Yep.
I get to be like,
Go through it again.
yeah.
Then after the live, the next day, we went with Derek got to town.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to
The Rock Master.
Derek the Rock Master got to town. So we went to a spot that you guys have seen me go to before, private site for shark teeth, Cretaceous shark teeth in Montana. It's crazy.
Oh, but before you did that, you were waiting to pick Derek up, and I was up like early, and Kim's like, "Come on, let's go get some selenite." Selenite? I got it. Selenite, and it's just falling out of it. Like,
Everywhere.
yeah, it was like two kids just going pretty.
Yeah,
like
pretty
it's
Ooh,
like
piece of candy.
yeah, it was like, and you're walking with handfuls of it.
Yep.
But
So we went and did that.
Yeah.
And then they did that. Then we met back up. Then we went back up for the teeth, which I still need to prep. They're probably not going to look very impressive until they're prepped.
and that's when I learned that Theo has an arch nemesis.
I do. There's one thing I hate more than anything:
Wind, and it was
winds.
the winds were ferocious that day.
They were.
They were terrible.
It was actually really, really bad.
I had to stop filming. I'm like, okay, you can't hear what I'm saying, but I'll put music up now, and then maybe we'll go look at something. In
Yeah,
the
it was so bad. The wind was awful.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we can't talk about.
Oh yeah, we can. I found barite.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You did find bear.
I didn't know it was a thing.
We can't talk about it because it's huge. Huge deal.
Huge.
It's huge.
Huge.
Amazing.
I mean, I guess it also depends on how much time and effort I put in editing this video. We can just be like, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, right.
No, we're not gonna do that though. We're gonna.
Look at
So,
the
the
I've
thing
got
about it.
scratches here, and that's the only clue I'm gonna say.
Yeah, pretty much. It's insane. So we got to go to a spot basically through Derek's credentials. That is a spot we would not be able to hunt otherwise.
And was an experience that I never thought I would be so excited to be a part of.
It's not a stretch to say that it is probably the most significant find we've ever had on the channel.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like a really big deal.
After it, I was done. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, we can go.
I'll put this in perspective. They got barite and calcite. For me, it was a 5-hour, one find day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge deal. I'm so excited. That is going to be a while before that comes out, so I'm sorry to drop
Yeah.
that bomb and just leave it sitting there
You'll
for a
know
while.
it when you
but-
see it.
I know what it is.
You know.
Yeah, you do.
But it's going to be a while before that video comes out because it's a journey.
I'm not gonna forget that. Like, that's
Ever.
I wasn't even there for it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Then the next day...
have you seen?
I got
Yeah,
to
I
see
saw
it.
that.
I got to see it.
Yeah, I saw
That's
pictures.
one of the perks about being the man behind the curtain.
Then the next day was when we left for my bachelor party.
Oh yeah, the road.
Oh yeah, we did a bachelor party in town too for my non-rock people.
Yeah, and
also.
that's where I found my first. Well,
Montana Agate, technically, yeah.
I didn't. You found it, but you told me, and I'm like,
I walked over
I
it,
pulled it.
and he was behind me, and I literally was just like, "Hey, Agate, all right there." Just kept walking
in the
in the gravel,
in the path.
So that was the day one of my actual bachelor party, which was the trip to Wyoming. We went to a spot for banded iron, all sorts of different quartz minerals.
Which, to be honest, I was like, yeah, banded iron, that's cool. Wow, like, and then
See it in person.
when you were like, no, look at this and wet it, I was like, wait, that goes shiny.
Oh yeah,
Like, it was.
gorgeous stuff when you
I
work
cannot
it.
wait
Yeah, it's amazing when you work
to
it.
go home.
That was Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that, we went to another spot that we got basically through Derek's credentials, because Derek's a wizard.
No, he's a hobbit.
Oh, he is a hobbit.
He's a master.
Yeah, master
The
hobbit.
master hobbit.
Master
yeah,
hobbit.
master hobbit.
Yeah.
So, where we found what is actually the original source site of Turritella agate.
Like
Nice.
the OG.
The OG site that the papers were written from.
And there's...
It's so crazy. And we
took it all. No, I'm joking.
every piece. No.
You couldn't possibly.
It was madness how much grade A Turritella agate was everywhere. Like,
It was...
boulders of Turritella,
Yeah.
like dark agate Turritella.
Huge tracts of land.
Huge tracts of land.
Vast
All of the
quantities.
gravel. What there were like you're walking over the hills and it's like, oh, this is gravel, like fine gravel. Then you look closer. All of the gravel is completely clear agate shells that have fallen off of the Turritella.
Dang.
Like literally millions of agatite shells.
And it
on the
doesn't
ground.
crumble under your feet because it's agate.
It's solid agate, so
Yeah.
you don't break it by stepping. Like I
Did
picked
we
up
give
some
you
nice
a bit
cutting
of that?
specimens.
You do need to take a bit of that.
Yeah, we'll get you some of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another perk of being the man behind the
Yeah,
curtain.
exactly. So
It's the man behind
we
the
picked
curtain
up some
tax.
nice big chunks like for cutting and stuff, and then I spent like probably 30 minutes on the ground on my hands and knees picking up just individual agate shells because they're so freaking pretty.
It was funny that I think the insane thing was Derek got out of the car and he said to me, because we've been driving for like, what, 2 hours in a different direction of like a little fear.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm really sorry if there's nothing here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I get it. This is how you have to do it. Like, this is what happens. You've got to go out, especially first time out there.
Yeah, and like scouting and like
Yeah.
'Cause-
And then he's like, I'm like, what are we looking for? Is it dark? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, it's here. And it was just, and from that point, that was when the nuts.
Yeah, and you
it was
posted
just-
the reel of the moment that we all
Mhm.
started. Like it was just nothing. You get to the ridge, everywhere, like everywhere you look, there is like some of those boulders were like the size of these couch cushions of Turritella agate.
We
Just
also
insane.
we also only had half an hour of daylight left.
Yeah.
So
So
it
we
was
got
like,
there as the sun was setting. So
Yeah.
we pushed it. Then the next day, met with Kyle.
Yeah.
This guy, who's the man
This
behind
guy.
the curtain.
How close I am to the camera? I can.
Yeah,
There you go. And we went to Blue Forest
yeah, we did.
and found fantastic stuff.
We went to Badlands. That was part of the excitement for me. I'd
Yeah.
heard of Badlands before, and they're Badlands.
Yeah. Oh
They're
yeah.
great.
They're not bad, but they're good lands that are badlands.
Yeah.
We hiked a little farther this year than we did last year.
Yes, we did, and I'd say the results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all got. I think my log last year was bigger still. I think this one's longer though that I got this year.
No, but I was like, it was good and bad for my brain because it was like little bits of blue everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
But the petroidals
Oh
and
my gosh, just stunning.
it just and the thing with this stuff was like you'd take a break for half an hour to go get a drink of water, walk back to the car and like empty your bag or something. You'd be chill and you're like, I'm good, like I got my fill. You get back up there and it's like you remember how amazing this stuff is, and you can't stop picking it up. My pockets were full. It just
So I made a short on the way up the side of the hill.
Yeah.
Or hill. It was a freaking like.
It was way steeper than it looks in the videos.
But I made a short of like picking up this blue piece of Petroleum Calcine from like the outside part of the wood, and I put it back down because like I'm not. I want to didn't want to keep the piece, but like people are like, you put it back.
Yeah. That is how much amazing
That
stuff
was
is
it,
out
yeah.
there.
I'm not going back for it. I know exactly where it's at, so it's gonna be there for whoever decides to find it next time.
Yeah,
I
pretty
got
much.
plenty of material to.
sustainable picking.
Yeah,
It was a
That's it,
really,
man.
really, really good day. And then the next day was Kemmer,
Oh.
where we found fish.
It
Lots
took a
of
little
fish.
while for us. On
Oh,
that
and
one
Friday
line.
when we did the
Yeah.
Banded Iron and Turtle, that was my birthday.
It was.
Sorry.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I think by the time
sorry,
this video comes out,
exactly.
it'll be next Friday.
Yeah.
So
And then, Kemmer, where we found a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
fish.
That was my first time actually like fossil hunting in splitting the layers of rocks proper. And I didn't know fishes got that thin.
Oh, yeah.
Like, cause I'm used to dinosaur bone fossils, seeing
Yeah.
them in the thing, And so I'm thinking when you split it, there's going to be like a big fish outline. But they're tiny.
Yeah.
And like in the next layer, like, you know, not even 2 millimeters thick, there's other fish still.
Yeah, this is insane. It was so much fun. It was a blast just because I've been there so many times, and now Kyle has been to all of those quarries a lot now because he was there like all week.
Well, my initial plan was to, because my initial plan before I decided I was going to be doing the rock show was going to leave Sunday, be there by Monday. No, sorry, backtrack. I was going to go to Topaz Mountain, did you dig fossils the following day, and then Fossil Safari and the American Fossil. But since someone told me that the Topaz Mountain is going to be super hot and it's a bad time of year for it, so I scrapped Topaz Mountain and you dig fossils and decided to do Fossil Safari for 2 days, American Fossil, and then Friday was left open until until I found out when you guys are coming into town.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay,
gonna be late.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. By Thursday night, like I'm like really like tired. Like my body's just like yelling at me. I'm sure if it could talk, it would have like some choice words.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, Friday I can do. You can.
Or it just wouldn't be talking to you at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, I can either do nothing on Friday or I can do my laundry. But I decided because I ran into some subscribers at American Fossil and they mentioned Ulrich's Fossil Quarry. And because I guess that's like the kind of like the OG of the fossil quarries out there.
Yeah.
And so, okay, I'll go do that Friday. Why not? Oh, that was worth it.
We're definitely doing that next year.
It has a different vibe to it.
It does.
You were saying. Yeah.
I'll show you guys the video later.
Not better or worse. Not saying anything
just
like
different.
That, but I think it's less equipment running at the same
yeah.
time.
So so this is me, my man behind the curtain talking. I'm not gonna flip it around. But so basically, like American Fossil and Fossil Safari. They are competing fossil quarries that offer the same material, though American Fossil does have private digs, which they mentioned that they bring the material from a different part of the wall out.
That tends to be more dense with fish, and it splits easier, which I can say every time we've been there, we've found a ton of fish. Like, if you take all of the fish that every person, like, you know, collectively from both lanes, like, I know it was split between 6 people, some people got more or less, but there was hundreds of fish there.
I mean, I got a full tote. I mean,
you get a lot.
They were cut really nicely.
Yeah,
someone did a pretty slap job on it, but
it was actually fun.
He did all the cutting.
He did all the cutting.
I was in my zone.
Yeah, you were having a blast. It was so funny.
But so it's between those two quarries they're very similar. Because last year you're only able to keep a value up to $1,000 at Fossil Safari, and like it's new ownership, so now they're pretty much competitors as far as like very similar pricing, very similar material. So let's say you have a quarry here and a quarry here. They're taking the material from the same section of the mountain for both quarries, so they're basically competitors. Ulrich's is a little different. You have to schedule in advance through the website. For a dig, and then what they'll do is they'll shuttle you from Ulrich's gallery up to the wall. And if anyone ever does this, please take the shuttle up there. Don't take your car because the road is pretty gnarly. There is no I have to watch my language. There's no oh no handle.
Yeah.
Because I was like Ace Ventura, but no, I mean. And all the quarries have bathrooms too, so keep that in mind. So they all have.
I was gonna say the outhouses at Fossils or American Fossil are probably like some of the cleanest outhouses I've ever seen. Like they take good care.
Not to tangent because I'll let you get back to it, but they also have this cool thing that they don't have in Australia, which is the urinal part.
Yeah.
They don't have that in Australia.
Well,
it's always in the poo-poo.
For the single ones, they have the urinal ones, but for like the wheelchair accessible, they don't.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
But like super clean like urinals for those two quarries. Yeah.
Really, really nice.
But yeah, one of the big differences between Ulrich's and the other two quarries is at Ulrich's, he doesn't have like generators going. You don't have like half a dozen or even a dozen people like all whacking on hammers. You don't hear saws in the background.
Yeah, but then you don't fall asleep to the sound of tinging.
I didn't either.
You didn't? I totally did. Oh,
Did
actually,
you?
you probably got reset from all the sound noise.
I probably fell. Yeah, I did fall asleep to the sound of and like.
You probably
chewing
told me.
dust.
I definitely fell asleep to the sound of ting, ting, ting.
Yeah, but no, it's actually a much different experience because like at the quarries they bring you material to really. Okay, let me backtrack. They have predetermined sections of material that they bring out for you to split through, and it can be as big as this coffee table. It can be as small as that book that's kind of down there. It can be different sizes, and then at Ulrich's you're digging out the side of the wall, so you're actually dealing with like large plates of either 5-6 foot by 5-6 foot, like they're like large plates.
Yeah.
When you do it, you like digging because
you have to start at the top and then you have to work your way down.
Yeah,
cool.
Which is awesome.
That's
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
So it's literally like in the ground, technically, or in the wall.
I think next year I would like to plan to do Ulrich's and a private dig at American Fossil because
that guy's a lovely dude too.
I love the owner so much. Yeah. Like, there's such good people.
Mm-hmm. Patrick
is a great guy. Yeah, he's a joy to talk to. It's funny because it's like, oh, we got an 8-hour timer, we need to work, and then he'll come over and talk to you, and I like just completely throw the timer out of my head, and it's like, yeah, I want to chat with Patrick. He's so nice.
But I forgot how we got on that tangent. But I was there several days before Theo and everyone else showed up. Yeah, because I figured for the bachelor party. American Fossil. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make this trip a little bit longer. I'll get here early, and that way I can get some other stuff in. And like my truck, my poor truck, my poor gas mileage right now.
I know.
It's bad. But yeah, I was happy to get all that in. Then well, you know what?
Doesn't matter.
Sorry, I just was.
Late night podcast.
Yeah.
Not editing this video.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just wanted to point it out before we did like the entire outro.
They should know too. It's midnight. Like I'm
midnight and my wedding is
uppy
tomorrow.
self as normal, but I'm just being myself. But I mean, like, I'm just chill. I don't want to be putting out that vibe that I'm like.
Well, I think a lot of our bedtimes are kind of like usually late in the early hours anyway.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. So today.
Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then today we have been just getting ready for wedding stuff. Tomorrow's the wedding.
Mm-hmm. We practiced.
Yeah.
We were practicing today.
Yeah, I got in trouble.
You did. I think I did too.
You probably did.
Probably.
I didn't get in trouble.
I got in trouble. So
I'm married. I know better.
Yeah.
I learned.
Well, Alexis should know better. If I'm told to do something, of course I'm not going to do it. I don't think the coordinator knew how to handle me.
No.
Because I incite rabble rousing, and all my guys are like, yeah, let's rabble rouse.
Revolt.
Yeah, let's do that. My mom's right there doing it too. It's like...
Beautiful. Pardon me. Beautiful spot.
Yeah, the venue is gorgeous. But that's pretty much everything so far.
That's where we're at. And then tomorrow is the day. The reason why we're all here.
Yep.
The rockhounding, although it seems like that was like the main thing we did.
We put a lot of legwork on the wedding so that we could take this time to prioritize rockhounding, but it was never the priority, like, number one.
Tomorrow's the day. Like, when we finished at Kimmerer, is it?
Yeah.
I was like, we don't have any more rockhounding to do.
Yeah.
Like,
this
is just hangout time now.
Yeah, we're
like, this
chilling.
is just, which I loved all the rockhounding, but it's cool doing the chill time now of, well, I mean, not really chill because preparing for a wedding, but, you know, the just,
Oh, I almost didn't even record yesterday when we did the.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, I almost didn't record because, like, I just kind of want to enjoy the time, but like I'm also like I didn't really have a lot of like record time with everyone. And I always feel bad because like there was a time that when Jared came to the coast and like hung out, I didn't hardly do much recording with him. And like I felt bad afterwards because like it's not often that I get to meet with like other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you're also locking it. I have that sometimes too, and I'll just be like, you know what? Like the video I did with my neighbours about coming out here, I wasn't planning on filming a rockhound, and I'm like, no, I just moved house, and I'm like getting ready to come out here. I just wanted to put a video out to say, look, this is what's been happening, and this is what's going to happen. How rad is that? and I just wanted to rockhound with my neighbors. So
Yep.
there wasn't very much. Like I showed some of the good finds, but I was like, yeah. And it wasn't because I didn't want to share anything. It was just sometimes it's hard when you're like, oh, I don't want to make the other person feel weird filming.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's also nice
here
to.
nor there.
It's also nice just to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I get it.
But I'm really looking forward to going home. But it's also, I feel really weird. Like, Thea's been like my safety blanket this whole trip. Social safety blanket.
Yeah.
And Kim, I feel like they're like brothers and sisters now. And I know that sounds cheesy as, but the level of, they went beyond making me feel welcome. Like they just made me feel as home as I can be without being at home. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. It's really to say it surpassed what I was expecting. Like it's just been a blur. Like it's surreal. I'm in America right now, and I probably won't realize it until a couple of days after I get home.
Yeah.
And we're gonna probably get tattoos together on
Tattoos.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Tattoos.
I'm getting a picture of Theo.
And I'm getting the cow on his hat.
Yeah, that's a level of commitment he felt to our friendship.
Yeah, I figured cow. No, I'm kidding. So I don't know. Like, I'm excited for these videos to start coming out because you guys will be able to see.
And we get to relive it by editing.
Yeah.
And then these guys actually get to see it.
Well,
so.
then they get to see the most famous bromance in rockhounding come to fruition.
Yeah. I almost told Alexis you might have to watch out for those two because
She knows. Alexis is amazing too. Like,
Yeah.
I think anyone who's had to spend a few days with us,
Yeah, they know.
like you were losing your voice after 4 days.
Dude, because we've been laughing so hard, like my
Yeah.
voice literally went away. That's
That's
why
annoying.
during the live stream I wasn't talking because I had to give my
Yeah.
voice a break. Like
Yeah.
it was bad.
And then you can see firsthand the chaos that Theo had to deal with as well. It's amazing.
It was chaos.
This is why I'm tired, probably.
I'm so tired.
Well,
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up though. Unfortunately.
before we do have a question from our friend named John.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And let's see here. He want to ask each of you individually. So we can only start with either Theo or Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3 things, and it doesn't have to be 3 if you can't think of 3. You should always remember when rockhounding or cutting or polishing or whatever. And then 3 things you should never do when rockhounding or cutting or polishing or whatever. So we'll start with the first one. Like, what are 3 things that you should do, or you should always remember when rockhounding?
I think, always remember, let someone know where you're going.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes.
And when you're expecting to be back. Because even if it's just like a creek in the back of your town, super not, out of like in a remote area, you could slip on a rock
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
easily. And if you bang your head the wrong way, you
Which
could be-
happened to Kim.
Which happened to Kim.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it could be, if it wasn't for Chopper, her dog, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been way worse.
So I reckon that's a big one for me. Another thing you can do with that is like I'll send a pin to like my girlfriend, or if we're here, I mean, Alexis always knows where we're going or whatever.
We have linked Google accounts, so she can literally open her Google Maps and it shows my icon wherever I am.
Nice.
So
I think
do that with your spouses, people. You don't even have to share pins. They just always know where you are. It's a good thing.
yeah, don't get distracted by the treasure hunt. Like, it's so rad to know what's in the area and what to look for, but it's definitely more important to know what's in the area and what to look for to stay away from or be aware of, as in threats to yourself or animals where you're going into their home and how to be in that area. Like, this has been weird for me because there's bears. And
There's literally probably bears within a range of this cabin right now.
Yeah, I don't want to go outside.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Don't do it alone.
There's a bear right here.
Legitimately.
There's like a bear
I've got
literally
little
staring
legs.
in the window.
I'm not going to...
There's bear spray on the counter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is.
Just do a.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing that, and just don't get to enjoy the heck out of it, but just make sure you know.
Yeah.
And then last thing, I would say, is this things to never forget when you go? I forget what I was talking about.
Was it 3 things to remember
always-
when rockhounding and
yeah.
3 things to not do?
I think food, because no one likes a hangry rockhound.
That doesn't apply to me because I literally never bring snacks when I go out ever.
Yeah, well, did you ask me how it was when we were on our way home?
You hated me.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't even know.
It's like you're married.
So bad.
Also, we have to tell them this hilarious joke that has just been compounding because it's my
It's
gosh,
terrible.
it's so good
Is it
though.
the red dirt?
No, that
Oh,
one
okay,
too.
good.
There's been so many inside jokes that are coming from this. No, I was teaching him about stuff like throughout the whole trip. I've been teaching him about it, a bunch of stuff, and at one point he's just like, "Man, I kind of look at you now like my big brother."
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
I'm 29 and you're 43. And you're calling me big brother? That's fantastic. That's
I'm good with
hilarious,
it.
and I
Yeah.
love it. So I keep calling him little buddy.
Yeah.
And we've just completely have taken on the roles of I'm the big brother in this relationship.
I'm good with it.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
dumb, but I'm like, I'm a little dude.
Yeah.
I'm shorter.
Yeah.
I know less. And I don't have the drive to. I love learning things about stuff, but
Yeah.
it's when I come in contact with it, and
Yeah.
that's when I learn.
Yeah.
But,
No, the red dirt thing is
The red
funny.
dirt,
Every
oh my
time I
God.
see red soil, I'm like, do you feel like you're home yet?
and I'm like, dude, it's not all red dirt.
It's like,
But
yeah,
so,
you
it
say
was
that.
funny, and then it went down like this, and now it's gotten even funnier.
Yeah,
we knew
yeah.
we had to push through the slope.
Yeah, the slope of annoying, and then it gets really funny every time. It gets compoundingly funny. Okay,
Yeah.
so my 3 things. Don't lose your dinosaur. You get hyper-focused on stuff.
Yes.
You get I need to find an agate. I need to find agates today. It's fine if you don't. Just enjoy the hunt itself. Broaden your scope, because there's probably more than just the agates there. There's other stuff to get excited about. Bear Canyon is a great example of that. Most people go out for specifically fortification agates, but there's also geodes and crazy calcite specimens. Most people dissolve the calcite, but I've gotten some insane dogtooth calcite out of that. So, I don't know. Just love being out and hunting. Don't get hyper fixated on one thing. I think my biggest thing, as someone who has had severe heat stroke before, water. Bring freaking water. Stay hydrated. It is a serious thing to be aware of in the summertime. This year in Montana, we had a 3-week period where it was 95 to 110, 3 weeks straight. It's miserable to be out in. It is literally dangerous to go hunting in that without water. I think the third thing would be, don't feel like you're boxed in a corner. We got Rookie super into fossils, and he was bummed. He's like, man, there's not fossils around me. After 3 minutes of searching, turns out, guess what's near Rookie within an hour? Crabs. Fossil crabs.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And then we did a
And I
little more
never
research.
knew.
Turns out Australians don't need vertebrate permits.
Yeah.
They can collect vertebrate fossils. Turns out near him, there's a Triassic exposure of Triassic dinosaurs, and that is so rare. Triassic rock is very uncommon. So there's amazing fossils within 2 hours of them.
People find them on the beach.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to Australia.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, don't ever feel I can't. Just put in some research. You may be shocked to learn what is in your area.
I'm genuinely, I don't even think we mentioned it, I'm a fossil head.
Yes.
As well as a rock head.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking at things differently, going, wait, that's the little pitting in the bone.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, seriously, it's awesome. It was awesome to see, because I was like, I feel bad that we're not doing more agate hunts, and then we did a bunch of fossil hunts this trip, and he was just like, no, I'm full fossil now.
Yeah.
I'm fossil
Yeah.
guy now.
Yeah.
You even got some fossilized poo.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the best. So yeah, one of the best things one of the funnest parts of the the fish. Sorry, I'm taking it on for a long time. Funnest part of the fish cutting of the rocks was no one else wanted the poo in their things, so I cut little poo bits.
I found that like I think probably one of the better poos. I hopefully it stayed intact, but it had like a little bone.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I found that
saw
one. I'm
that,
like,
dude.
Jesse wants that one.
Yeah.
There was a little bone in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that'll stay intact. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So things not to do.
Don't.
Poke the bear.
Oh man,
Oh no! Don't pee in the wind.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Hopefully, though, if you do and it's still a windy day, it shouldn't take too long to dry, and then no one will know unless they smell you.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Know your limits.
I was not feeling good at all when we went to Blue Forest. I did a little bit of surface collecting. I dug out one log, and even though there's amazing stuff, I saw more stromatolite behind it. There was definitely more logs to find out of there, which was proof because that was the hole that Derek and Kyle took over, and they were pulling logs out for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
I knew if I kept pushing my body, I was going to be even worse the next day. So
Yeah.
I was like, I got my log, I'm happy. It is good to not... eyes are bigger than your stomach,
Yeah.
I think is the expression.
Oh, and the thing is, like that hole, like took us a while. And, like we are like going back and forth, like taking turns because
Yeah.
it was.
It's serious work.
I
Yeah.
knew my limit at the beginning. I saw him digging. I'm like, don't do it.
Yeah. No, like I knew if I pushed myself to that degree, I was going to be miserably sick the next day because of how not good I was feeling.
Yeah.
So it's like just know your limits. Keep
Yeah.
your sights small sometimes. Like you don't need 100 specimens. Sometimes one really good specimen is perfect. Like
Yep.
that's all I needed.
And
That's
you
all I
have less to
wanted.
focus on that.
Yeah,
too.
and then the rest of the day was just me hanging out with everybody.
Mind you, I
which
did
was
fill
awesome.
my bag with little bits like that.
Yeah.
But they,
Yeah.
I'm also fossicking going. There's a lot of rockhounds that I know and mates that I know that are into rocks that I'm like,
It's great
I
gifts.
cannot come over here and not get some of this for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think my other don't is don't box yourself in, because I know a lot of people specialize in certain things. Like you got your agate hunters and you got your fossil hunters and you got your crystal hunters and your mineral people. There is no reason you can't do all of them. I am less into minerals than other stuff because I'm very, very, very lapidary focused. So I'm sorry to say, if I can't do anything with it, I don't have a lot of interest in a lot of stuff. But that being said, there's so much you can do with so many different things that it's like, don't ever see like I'm just a fossil guy. It's like, well, go crystal hunting. You may change your tune the first time you find a crazy geode or like a nice big
You may
point.
learn a bit about the thing that your main focus is by looking at the other things. Like I didn't know that there's selenite is more prevalent in areas where there is fossils and stuff like that.
Way more
So it's
prevalent.
like you find selenite, it could be an indicator of possible fossil. I'm not saying wherever selenite is.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm saying like I didn't know that.
Also, selenite is probably not what you think it is.
No, it's not
Which-
those towers that you
The
get.
towers,
from
the stringy
markets.
towers, that is not selenite. That is satin spar. They're very different things.
Still
selenite,
pretty,
true selenite
but-
is like crystal clear. It's like ice.
Yeah, and it doesn't have a.
That chatoyance, I think it's way prettier. Honestly.
It has a uniform crystal structure, but it doesn't have that uniform just straight. up.
Yeah. No, I don't like satin spar. It's fine, but I don't really
It's
like
pretty
it.
when you put a light under it.
Yeah, but
I gave my mum one for.
oh yeah, so it's the best stuff in the world.
It's beautiful.
It's great for
best
gifts.
for mums.
Yeah, that's my answers. I'm tired, and I don't know that.
I'm gonna say, don't litter, don't disrespect where you're going, and don't give locations to people that you wouldn't trust digging in your own backyard to fill the hole back up.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's not about greed, it's about respect in the area. Especially in Australia, a whole bunch of people doing the wrong thing can get laws changed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people will, if we get a DM or something like that, we'll give you a location, but we're not going to put it in our videos, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's showing respect to the hobby, respect to future rockhounds, and respect to the land. So,
Absolutely.
but that's just my opinion. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, but you're like
yeah.
the leading expert.
Oh, pretty much. I've written a peer-reviewed paper on it. Like I showed my friends, and they're like, "What is this about?"
that counts.
And it was on like a little notepad.
Yeah, that counts. That counts. Though. I think that still counts. All right, I think that does it.
Okay.
That
Well,
does it.
thank you, and thank you, John, for submitting the questions.
Yes.
Thank you, John.
Thank
Sorry,
you, John.
hi, John. I didn't even say that. I was going to say that. But also, thank you, everybody else from this end of the woods who were excited for me to come out here, who helped me come out here, who were like just mega support.
Yes.
And I feel the enthusiasm when I see the communication with the reels and stuff like that. Like I really feel like a big old people community hug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And he's a hugger.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
I had to hug him.
I'm a
I
hugger
didn't get
too.
his consent either. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was.
He needed it. I knew he needed it.
I mean, when I first met him, he gave me a hug, like
Yeah.
right off the bat.
Like literally, yeah. Just open the door, bear hug. Yeah.
Come here,
Yeah.
what is it? For what you say, like, come over here or something like that.
I'm like, come here, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, because we had known each other for like 3 years at that point. Finally, in person, I was like, just come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm a hugger too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big old hugs to all you guys.
have missed that.
Strangers.
I'm a hugger too. I was like, strangers, children, no, I'm kidding.
Police officers.
Definitely police officers.
Police officers.
Security guards.
They love their hugs from
Hug
the
your
back.
TSA when you're going through airports.
No, don't.
No, don't do
No, you gotta hug them. You
gotta
have
hug
to. You have to.
This
Sorry.
is the part where the bad information comes out.
Yeah, that's how you know we're about to wrap up.
Bad
I
news.
always start dropping really bad info. Go to
Okay.
sleep.
Can you
It's like,
guys
well-
believe I'm sitting in a room with you?
It's weird, isn't it?
It's very weird.
I get
amazing.
married tomorrow.
Look how orange my beard is, too.
Wait,
Look
no,
at
it's
that.
after midnight. I get married today,
Oh, it's your wedding day.
bro.
5.
Yeah.
So, I'll give you a high five, too, but like, my
I'll do it to your
No,
shoulder.
it's
No, don't.
No, it's oh, God.
I got you.
teamwork.
Teamwork, high
Thanks.
fives.
Teamwork.
All right. So,
That was fun.
that was fun. So, we'll see you all, yeah.
Tomorrow, because I'll be going live tomorrow.
Well, last week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Later date. Yeah.
So, thanks for tuning in. Felt weird to say welcome back to the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So,
It has a familiar ring to it.
it's got a ring to it. Anyways,
It's got a ring to it.
bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys. Bye to the people who are down the bottom talking and stuff like that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your
Like,
friends.
comment, subscribe. Check
Be
out all the
good
links in the
people.
description.
And don't litter.
Subscribe to Rookie Rockhounding. Subscribe to Theo. Oh, there we go.
And this guy over here.
This
Only if you
one.
want to.
World of Rockhounds.
Only if you want to.
No, you have to. We said he did. They did.
They do.
It's a law. I guess it's the law. Okay.
Hug your local
Bye,
TSA
everybody.
agent and subscribe to Kyle.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.